You know, I think that the computer has become probably the most universal folk instrument that exists. You know, I think there are more people making music on a computer than there are on, you know, the acoustic guitar, which traditionally, you know, before was thought of as being kind of the main folk instrument. Nowadays, almost everywhere has access to a computer and, you know, a hacked, cracked software program, and there's, you know, you're ready to start making beats. I get music from a lot of different sources and places. I travel a lot, so everywhere I go, I look for music, and a lot of the time, most of the time, that's meeting with people and seeing what they're up to, what they think is interesting, and you know, people will pass me MP3s, and I'll trade with friends, fellow DJs, producers, musicians, you know, vinyl from obscure shops in, I don't know, downtown Sao Paulo, or MP3 CDs from strange little markets in the middle of nowhere in, I don't know, Mozambique or something. So it comes from all over the place. It kind of goes in phases, you know. Sometimes I'll have times when I'm listening to lots of really electronic stuff. You know, a while ago I was listening to a lot of dubstep. These days I've been listening to a lot of more kind of organic, rootsy Brazilian stuff, especially jongo. I live in Rio de Janeiro, so jongo is kind of the main rhythm which comes directly from Rio. Is known as being kind of the predecessor to samba, and so, you know, at one point I got interested in jongo and started really looking after jongo. But to me, world music is a marketing term. World music is music which has a real, that is found globally. So for me, that means Madonna or 50 Cent or Jay-Z. It doesn't mean a folkloric group from Pernambuco. The category world music as it exists today means that in the record store there's a section which has, you know, they're going to put Brazilian music, African music, Asian music, and then of course, you know, that's kind of a disservice because Brazilian music, there's tons of different music from Brazil, all different styles, tempos, genres. Same thing with Africa, and many different languages, many different contexts, historical contexts, Asian music as well. So world music is really kind of it's a simplifying term that doesn't really mean very much. Basically, the way it's used is it means music which doesn't come from Europe or North America. I've worked with some griots in Senegal and asking them to record on top of a click track, and they had a really difficult time. They kind of just basically ignored the click track and just started playing whatever they felt like playing. I can understand that. I mean, that's something new, you know. I mean, if I had to work in, you know, sort of from their end of things, it would probably be difficult for me to, you know, to make, for example, my computer go with their beat. That's pretty difficult as well. These sort of quote-unquote like modern Western beats, they're not necessarily Western beats, you know. There's people are making these beats all over the place. There's music coming out of South Africa or Tanzania or Brazil or I don't know where. And if you listen to it without the vocals and without maybe some acoustic instrument which is from that region, you would not necessarily even know where it's from. It sounds like electronic music.